Caroline Ward, and this is Michelle Brente. She's our yoga instructor at TransFit. She's going to lead us through a 10-minute yoga sequence. Go ahead, Michelle.
All right, so let's start with the half sun salutation, just to warm up your shoulders and kind of get the blood flowing. Inhale your arms up, bring them behind your back, and then pull them up in front of you. And then exhale, take a swan dive forward, keeping your legs straight. You're folding like you're folding over a table. Your hands can come down to your shin, or if you're super flexible like Caroline, down to the mat. From here, we're gonna inhale to a neutral spine, and a neutral spine is parallel to your mat. Then exhale and forward fold a little deeper, bring your belly towards your thigh. She's going to inhale up with that nice wide arm circle again. Then exhale, hands to your side. Let's do another one a little faster. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your neutral spine. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, wide arm circle up to standing. And one more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, nice wide arm circle up to standing. Exhale and bring your hands to your side. Keep your spine nice and straight. Take a full breath here. And then on your next inhale, bring your arms up over your head again. We're going to exhale and dive forward. Inhaling again to the neutral spine, but on this exhale, we're going to step back to a high plank. And so pause for a breath in your high plank. Just make sure you can look down and see your pedicure. On your next inhale, look forward, and exhale, lower down, knees, belly, chest, squeezing the elbows in towards the ribs, and then inhale to a back bend. And so in your back bend, you really want to open your shoulders up and draw the shoulder blades towards each other. And Caroline has the nice head tilt too, that stretches out the front of your neck. Exhale, bring your forehead back down to the mat, tuck your toes, push up through a high plank, and then push back to a down dog. So in your down dog, your hips are lifted. You have a little bit of an engagement here, so you're squeezing your shoulder blades towards each other, and you're really pushing down hard with all 5 fingers. The space between these 2 fingers is pointing right towards the front of the room. This should feel great on your hamstrings. You can bend your knees here, one at a time. Maybe move your hips from side to side. And then bring your dog back to stillness. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And then let your head hang loose between your hands, just easing any tension out of the back of your neck. Your gaze is between your legs. Your head's relaxed. On your next exhale, look between your hands and slowly walk your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling to your neutral spine. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, take that wide arm circle again. Exhale, hands come down at your side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look up. And exhale, step your left foot back, lunging over your right knee. And so Caroline's alignment is great here. You can see that her knee is lined up above her ankle. It's okay if your knee's slightly behind your ankle, but what you don't want to do is bring your knee in front of your ankle for this pose. Her hips are squared, the right hip moves back, the left hip moves forward. She's getting a nice stretch through her hips right now. She's going to plant her left hand and then bring her right arm up in a twist. So she has her shoulder stacked, her right shoulder stacked on top of her left shoulder, and her shoulder moves back before her hand does. So she's not like moving a floppy hand, she's got the shoulder moving back first. From here, she's gonna exhale and bring her right hand down. She's gonna drop her back knee and let her toes sink into the mat. And then inhale her hands to her right thigh. She's gonna take a scoop to her tailbone and raise her pelvis, and then bring her hands up. She's stretching her left hip flexor here. She's gonna exhale and bring her hands down on the side of her right foot, and then straighten that right leg for a runner stretch. Good, she's flexing her toes and squaring her hips. You may not be able to get down as far as she is, but you'll feel the stretch. From here, she's going to exhale and lunge back over the right foot. Then she's gonna drop her left knee, lift her left toes and grab them with her right hand for a quad stretch. And you can see she drops her left hip just a little bit, stacks the right shoulder on top of the left again. She releases this and then brings her hands to the inside of her right foot, walks her right foot out to the edge of her mat and opens the knee up for a hip stretch. So again, our hips are still squared. She can come down to her forearms and maybe the knife edge of her right foot to get even more of a hip stretch. That's really individual. From here, she's going to tuck her back toes, lift her knee, toe heel the foot back to center, and step back to her down dog. She's going to inhale that same right leg up, bend the knee, stack the hips, and peek out underneath her right armpit. Inhaling back to three-legged, exhaling down dog. We'll take the next side a little faster. Inhale the left leg up, exhale, plant it between her palms. From here, she's going to drop the back knee and bring her hands to her thigh. Inhale up. For her back bend and hip flexor stretch. Exhale, bring her hands down on either side. Straighten out that left leg and take her hamstring stretch. Oh, forgot the twist. She didn't know. Twist, hand comes back down. Moving on to the left side, Caroline's going to inhale her left leg up. Exhale, plant it between her palms. She's going to do a hip stretch here, so just moving the left hip back and the right hip forward. And then planting her right hand and inhaling her left arm up for that twist. Should feel great on your lower back. Exhaling the left hand back down, dropping the right knee. On an inhale, bringing her hands up to her thigh, and then scooping and lifting through her pelvis and coming into the back bend to stretch the right hip flexor, the front of the right leg. Then exhaling her hands back down, straightening the left leg, taking a hamstring stretch here. She's really drawing her belly towards her thigh and keeping her spine nice and straight. As she exhales, she comes back into the lunge. And then she inhales, she keeps her knee dropped and inhales, bends her right leg and reaches for it with her left hand to stretch her quad. And she's bringing her foot to the outside of her hip. And then releasing that and bringing both hands to the inside of the left foot, toe heeling the left foot to the outside of the mat. From here, she can come on down to her forearms and open her knee up. You don't have to come down to your forearms. It really is very individual with hips. Maybe even coming to the knife edge of her foot. And then inhaling back to standing, toe heeling that foot back to center, tucking her toes, lifting her knee, and on an exhale, pushing back to down dog. She's going to inhale that same left leg up, stack the hips, bend the knee, and peek out underneath her armpit. And then inhaling her leg up, exhaling to down dog. Taking a full breath here and really getting that hamstring stretch. She's going to come to tabletop, so she's going to bend her knees and bring her spine to neutral. And then exhale, push back to child's pose. She can take her knees wide, her big toes might touch, and her seat really sinks towards her heels. Her arms stretch out in front of her. She's releasing any tension she's holding in her lower back. From here, inhaling back to tabletop, exhaling to down dog. Full inhale here, and then exhale, slowly walking her feet to the front of her mat. Inhaling to her neutral spine, and as she exhales, taking opposite hand to opposite elbow, and letting her head hang nice and loose, maybe shaking it no, nodding it yes. She's going to take a slight bend to her knees and let her belly rest on her thighs, and then swaying from side to side, stretching it all out. So she's really inhaling peace and exhaling any tension she's been holding inside. She's going to release her hands, bring her back down to the mat. Inhale one more time to the neutral spine. Exhale, take a full forward fold. Inhale, her palms all the way up, arms touch. Exhale, come into prayer. Close your eyes and just take a moment to thank God for the gift of a healthy body. Thank you. Thank you.